Hey, what is up, everybody? Today we got Root Core from Code Red. Doing a lot of Code Red releases lately. Um, this is a very interesting, not complex, but there's a lot going on in this movie, and I didn't really expect it. Um, it's extremely, extremely well written. It's got a lot of great people in it. Um, Alex Rocco, who plays the main bad guy, I guess you would say, Wicks. Alex was in Wild Riders, Bonnie's Kids, The Godfather, Three the Hard Way. Um, he's even done like voice work for Family Guy and Simpsons, and I mean he's still working today. You've got Felton Perry, who was in Walking Tall. He was in all three RoboCop movies. Um, Magnum Force, with Clint Eastwood, um, and there's just a lot of great actors in this. Um, but basically, what it is it's a mercenary group um, who is going to a rock quarry in Mexico as a rendezvous point to meet other soldiers for a job in Central America. And they basically inadvertently meet up with these two hitchhikers, a man and a woman, um, who don't know each other. They actually met hitchhiking on the road. Um, but they sort of befriend these two. Alex Rocco is out putting up a sign. I guess he does. He says he does this at every camp they make, but it's Burkhardt's Bastards. I guess the colonel is Colonel Burkhardt. Um, and basically brings them in. And by this point in the film, you already know that Wicks is sort of sexually deviant or frustrated or just a rapist. I don't know. When they stop in this little tiny Mexican town, and they're in the bar there. Wicks sexually accosts a barmaid, and so you already know that these people are not to be messed with. They don't care. They've already also killed 4 people within the first 5 minutes of the film, which was probably it was probably my favorite scene in the entire movie. Was the very opening scene after the credits scene. Um, but I won't tell you about it because it's really awesome. Um, so you already know by this point that they're not good people. They're all douchebags, except for one. There's one of the mercenaries that seems like he wants to kind of get out of the business, and he's just lost his taste for it. But they bring the hitchhikers back to their camp, and they feed them and stuff, and things get a little out of hand. And basically, Wicks's character tells the colonel that he wants the girl. The colonel's like, "Well, and then get her out of here." And he's like, "No, I want her to come with us. I want to keep her." Basically, he wants to keep her like a toy. And so during all this, the guy gets away and runs back to the little Mexican town. Now he has to figure out a way to get her out of the camp because they're basically just raping her left and right. All the guys are. Um, but there really is a lot. I mean, I'm not telling you everything at all. There's a lot going on in this thing. I don't know that I'd call them twists, but there's just a lot of turns and a lot of different things going on with different characters, and it's extremely well written. I did not expect it to be as, I don't want to say complex, because that means hard to understand in my book, but intricate. It's a very intricate story. That sort of, once it gets going, doesn't really stop. Um, Extremely well written, extremely well acted. Um, got some really cool camera work in it. Um, I thoroughly enjoyed it. The only one tiny problem that I found was some of the scenes of violence. Seems like they did really well in every other aspect, but man, they needed a fight choreographer for some of these things. There's just some scenes that, like, for example, the Wick's character, they sort of set up these games, one-on-one, sort of out in the field. Whoever beats the other one up wins the girl, kind of thing. And he has one of them, one of the other characters on the ground, and he takes a stick and hits him in the back twice. And not very convincing at all, but it's enough to have to carry the man back to camp, and there's a couple other little things like that, with fighting and stuff that just doesn't look believable at all. It's obviously, faked. Um, and honestly, that is really the only problem I had with this, and it's just so minuscule. It's nothing. Um, and also, props goes to Code Red. The print looks great. The looks amazing, to be honest. This was made in, let's see if they have a year here. It was in the 70s, 1971. So it's apparently taken from original master. So it looks really good. Um, really solid, fun film. Other than that, you have audio commentary with the writer, producer Michael Kars. You have an interview with Felton Perry and Parker West, and you have 3 different Brute Core trailers and other Code Red trailers. Honestly, I can't say enough good things. It was a lot of fun. It was very well paced. Um, Fairly intricate storyline for an exploitation film in the 70s. Print looks great. Sounds good. Good features. Super solid release from Code Red. Brute Core. Check it out.